Hey there, everybody. So let's talk about one of the final exercises called Lay and Leave It All at the Cross. Um, this is one of my favorite exercises, I have to say, because not favorite, but one of the most beneficial, I guess I would say, that I constantly have to exercise myself and do because um, it is tough. I mean, life is always throwing us things, and we can have to decide if we're going to carry it with us or we're going to give it to God. And so this whole idea came from um, really two songs that really impacted me in my walk with Jesus, and finally finding healing and able the strength to give it to God and leave it with Him. And it comes from Lay It All Lay It All Down by United Pursuit, and then Leave It All by Iron Bell Music. And that is why I think there's two big things here that I want to focus on. Is a lot of times we all the problem is not giving it to God is not the problem. Sometimes it is, but often I would find that as soon as I give it to God, I mean within hours, minutes, I would go back and try to take it back. And that is the key, I believe, to really um, healing and finding freedom and not carrying a burden that is not ours to carry, and our past and maybe some past hurts of others that have been done to us. But these two songs mean a lot to me, and thus I created this art piece, and it kind of came from that, and that's why on your um, worksheet that you'll see that you have a cross there, and you'll notice that the outside of it is darker, and that the inside of the cross is white, because that is where we can list all these things that are outside of the cross that we know that may be visible to others, may be visible to us, but may be also hidden inside of us that we know need to be brought to light and given to God, where He can redeem that and hold that for us and carry that load that comes along with that stuff that we're given to Him. So there's a lot of symbols in that to say, but one of what I stated in this exercise is pride can increase our load in two ways. I would never say I was a prideful person, and that might be saying a lot in itself, but it's hard to admit that, really, because I was raised in sports and anything competitive, and pride comes along with that, because it's anything competitive, it's us versus them, and then you take pride in yourself, you take pride in your team, you take pride in your school, you take pride in your grades, you take pride in your achievements, you take pride in whatever it may be, your possessions, and pride just keeps building. And I never thought that was a bad thing until I started understanding that it really can lead you down a path that um, is devastating, and can really cause you to carry a lot of weight around that isn't yours to carry. So I said in this, pride can increase our load in two ways. We and the first way, we carry all of our burdens, often those of others as well, if we can be honest, on our shoulders, almost like a trophy of pride to show off just how strong we are and that we can do life on our own. And holy cow. But I grew up in a split home, and I kind of, when that happened in middle school, I started taking this focus of I can do whatever, I can do it. I know I can trust myself, and I am going to take care of myself. And I'm going to take pride in that I'm an individual and that I don't need anybody else. And that sounds all great. And as a kid, that was not my fault, because that's what I felt I had to do. But it just kept isolating me in a way of, I don't need anybody else. And the sad part is that I did have I was raised in the church and whatever, but I really didn't think I needed a savior to say, because what have I done wrong? I hadn't done anything wrong. I'm the good kid. And I woke up to that eventually. But also, the other way we can carry, our pride can increase our load, is we carry around all of our burdens and that of others, and instead of showing them off to others, we conceal them. We pledge to never let them surface or be brought to light. In Ephesians 5:12 through 14 states, it is shameful even to mention what the disobedient do in secret, but everything exposed by the light becomes visible. So meaning anything brought from darkness outside of that cross, and outside of Christ, can be brought to Christ, and he can bring it to light. And I think that is very powerful. But it says, by the light becomes visible, and everything that is illuminated becomes a light. This is why it is said, wake up, sleeper, rise from the dead, and Christ will shine on you. So what this concealing does is it gives us a bunch of stuff inside that a lot of people don't understand. Sometimes we don't understand. Understandably, we're young and whatever, but it just creates more and more of us, of a burden on us. And when you understand that God knows about it all, there's a freedom that we're able to, hey, give it to him. And then the next step, acknowledging, I have this inside me. God revealed this to me, because a lot of times I did not understand. I had a lot of resentment and anger towards people that really I was not aware of, until I just sat there and I really let God just reveal it all to me. And I said, I'm tired of carrying this. I'm tired of carrying it. I can't do it anymore. Please reveal what is in my heart that is not mine. And when Jesus went to the cross, he paid for all that. So essentially what I say in this exercise is that you are carrying something that isn't yours to carry. It's almost like you have stolen merchandise that Jesus purchased on the cross. And he says, look, my way is, I don't try to burden you. I don't try to burden you. I try to lighten your load. And my yoke is easy. A yoke is something that goes around your neck, and the oxen keeps them in line with whatever they're pulling, and it can be choking, if you're fighting that. And what he's saying is, it's not meant to do that. Give me your weight. Give me your burdens. And give them to me, and leave them with me. And it took several weeks, days, months, and that's what I said in this, like, there's no timetable. This could take a while, and who's to say it shouldn't? But this is where you start growing with Christ and growing intimate with him, and really just being honest and saying, everything about me, God. You do. You know my heart. You know everything. So let's just get it out. Let's just lay it right here. Let me lay it at your feet. And God, give me the strength and courage, because tomorrow when I wake up, I want to grab it back. Give me the strength and courage to leave what is yours at the cross, because I'm tired of carrying it. I can't do it anymore. So I hope this exercise brings freedom. If you have any questions, let me know. And just remember to lay it and leave it all at the cross, because it's not yours to carry. All right, thanks.